Noble Bookstore, where Gary Highfield has had another successful signing of his #1 book at this particular Barnes & Noble, When Want To Becomes Have To. Gary, what would you like to share with the audience today?
You know, there's a, I would call it an epidemic in America today, and that is children living in single parent, divorced / no home at all homes. These are children that, you know, they're not being guided, they're not being mentored, they're not being loved, they're not being cared for. And there are kids that typically become invisible to the schools they're in, to the people they're around. If they're not super athletic, if they're not super smart or causing trouble, these kids can quickly become invisible.
How do you had mentioned to me earlier that you look for kids that have want to, and that you've got those in the school systems, principals and teachers that are helping to identify those with a strong want to. Tell me about want to.
Want to is, you know, if you talk to these kids that are in these, I call them very distressed homes, they're typically withdrawn. They typically don't have the clothes the other kids have. They don't have the homes the other kids have. So that puts them in a situation of defense. They're defending that position. So they defend it a lot of different ways. One by the way they dress, the way they interact with other students. So what we're doing is taking those kids and asking those kids if they could do something with their lives, what would they do? It's amazing what's coming from those kids. They're sharing all sorts of ideas and all sorts of dreams and all sorts of careers and possibilities that they would love to go after but don't know how. So what I'm doing is bringing in people that were the same kid, had the same idea, the same dream, and then became that. And those people are becoming mentors to these kids, helping those kids move from that circle of people that are characters to a circle of people, a smaller circle, people that have character. And that group that has character is mentoring. Their role is to mentor the child and help the child see what's possible is possible for them.
Awesome, and Gary serves as a tremendous mentor for many children. If you're interested in being a mentor in your community, give Gary shoot him an email. How would they contact you, Gary?
You can email me at wanttobook@gmail.com.
wanttobook@gmail.com. This is Glynn saying thank you for joining us today. Look forward to talking with you more later and getting ideas from the well-known author Gary Highfield.